Hello, hello, hello. Let me know how the sound levels are, because this is the first time I'm streaming from this computer. Okay. No, it's not what I wanted. Ugh. This game has kind of a janky interface. In fact, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart. Because there we go. That's better. The game is quite... Yeah, the thing is, it has like huge spikes in sound, and then it just goes way low. So it's kind of difficult. Okay. See, this is kind of okay. Or not, maybe. I don't know. I did lower the volume before, but I don't think it actually... worked. Hold on, I'll do it from OBS. That's the safest route. There we go. Okay. So we're playing Quest for Glory. So You Want to Be a Hero. That's the first one in a series of 5 games. These are old school 90s point-and-click adventures. Some of them are text-based point-and-click adventures kind of thingies, but we'll get to that. So we are going to start. We have a choice of 3 types of characters. We can be a magic user, we can be a thief, or we can be a fighter. We are going to go with the thief, because that's the one that I like. Alright. So we're going to start with a little bit of magic. Some skills and stuff are dependent on your class, but the thief can actually have all of the skills available. We're not going to take all of them. We're not going to take parry because we don't need that. The animation looks like someone pixelified an IRL recording. Yeah, that's the thing they did at the time. They've kind of they took like models and have them do the action, and then they transposed it as like low-res JPEGs. This is like before FMV was even a thing. We're going to increase our luck. And we're going to increase our weapons use, I think. I try to avoid taking stuff that is going to be kind of easy to level up later on. You know what? Let's take magic, a little bit of extra magic. Foldable minivans, furry music videos. Fiddly maniac ventriloquists. I don't think we can... Yeah, we can name our character. Steel Mole. Yes. That is our name. Okay, let's go. Still am all. French moving vasectomies. Ooh. I don't know which is more painful, getting a vasectomy from the French or them doing it while moving. All right. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are 2 people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. This is us. This is me. The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here. I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Good luck in your quest. Alright, nice greeting. Is the yo-yo an ancient invention? I think it is, or some kind of version of it. I don't know if this is actually a yo-yo. I think that's a... Or maybe it could be. I don't know, it kind of looks different. Okay, let's give it a quick save. Start. Alright, let's take a look at ourselves. Look at that. Look at that hero stance. I am Hero Man. Oh god, this is so Sierra. Yes, it's very Sierra. Alright, let's talk to the sheriff. You already told us his name. Hero Man, the cousin of He-Man. I like that the exit from conversation is like, enough already! Aye. You're making me crazy. You know, this conversation, yup. Alright, the mountain. Let's ask about the mountain. You should know, you came down from there. Yes, but I like all protagonists, I have amnesia and I don't know who I am. Tell me about the town. This town was named after the barons of Spielberg. It used to be a lively place to be, before the brigands came and drove all the business away. I mean, I like how no text is aligned. What do you mean? You can find a place to stay at the inn next door. You can learn about the jobs available at the guild hall down the street. If you are interested in magic, you should visit the magic shop. There is still plenty to do and see here in Spielberg. Tell me about the Baron. Baron Stefan keeps mostly to himself at his castle north of here. We haven't seen him here in town for years. It's not as bad as with the menu. Oh, yeah. Each button starts in a different location. I mean, what? Group, please. What did you expect? Look, at least they gave it the, you know, some effort and made like all the letters in capital, so it looks official. Maybe it's our eyes that are not aligned. My eyes are aligned, I don't know about you. Okay, let's ask about the Baron. Baron, oh, we already did that. Tell me about magic. Just next to the inn is a small magic shop. The owner, Zara, will let you in if you have some abilities in that area. She's a strange one, all right. What about the inn? Go talk to the innkeeper, he will help you there. And the guild hall? The guild hall is at the southwest corner of town. If you're looking for work, that is a good place to go. Okay. What about else? Tell me about the brigands. There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, I hear. Oh, tell me about the merchant. The one who was robbed is staying at the inn, I believe. Okay, we talked about the inn. Treasure. Obtaining treasure involves putting yourself in danger. If you're brave, foolish, or lucky, you might get some treasure. Tell me about danger. My friend, this world's filled with dangers. Sometimes I think it might be better to choose your danger rather than sitting around waiting for it, as I seem to do. But enough of this philosophical rambling. I am content enough to be the sheriff of Spielberg. Okay. What else? Tell me about the monsters. The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they are usually gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. What about Wolfgang? Wolfgang, down at the guild hall, is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with that. You already said that. Okay, we asked about that. It is annoying that it kind of repeats the conversation a little bit. Is this the result of listening to Phoenix? No, it's the result of me trying to do a German accent. Did you ask about adventuring? You need to talk to Baron about that, or go ask Wolfgang down at the guild hall, which is just down the street. So maybe you're going to be a hero? Well, we could surely use one around here. What with all the brigands? Alright, let's see what the yo-yo guy has. You get... It's like... Literally like talking to a door. Okay. Whoa, whoa. I could just freak the fuck out with the yo-yo. Okay. Let's speed ourselves up. But see, I lowered the volume before. Let's increase detail. We have a good graphics engine. Hero's Tale Inn. Let's go. Let's go to the inn. Oh, right. We have cat people here. Welcome, welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shamin at your service. May you find what you seek here. Okay, this is licking his own palm. Oh. Heroes in, but what about heroes out? Aha! Very good food, very good drink. Finest in town. Sit, rest. You will be served by my Shima. Tell me about your rooms. Very nice room, very soft beds, finest in town. Only 5 silvers a night. Tell me about your food. Very good, very good drink, finest in town. Oh, we did that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you'll ask about something and you've already asked about it. You kind of have to go through a lot of dialogue over and over again. Tell me about the merchant. My friend Abdallah is recovering from his robbery last week. He should be here around supper time. Tell me about the robbery. Alas, the brigands stole all of Abdallah's wealth and mine own when they robbed his caravan. Now I will be forced to stay in this wet, cold land. What about the brigands? I know little about them except they must be wealthy now. You have to memorize the entire script? Nah. What about your wealth? I hope to return to my homeland with the profits of Abdallah, Shimma, and I would make from the caravan. Now I fear we will remain here unless someone deals with the brigands and returns our stolen trade items. Tell me about Shapir. A land of golden sand and tall mountains, a city of tall buildings and winding streets. A place where kata can bask in the sun as they sell things in the bazaar. These are kata, by the way. They're called kata because they play Protoss. It is our homeland and a place we long to be. What about the caravan? In my homeland, a caravan is the only way to travel from city to city. Okay. Did he say his name? I am Shamin, a poor unfortunate forced to seek a fortune in this cold land far away from my homeland and my Kata people. Homeland, we asked about that. Oh, we live far to the south in the desert lands of Shapir. Someday we may return there. What about the Kata? We are a race of desert dwellers and wanderers of the endless sands. May your feet walk on warm sands, lead you to warm sands. Yeah. Well, okay, we asked about that. Tell me about town. Spielberg is a sad place for an innkeeper, for few travelers visit because of the brigands. This is a cold land for a kata. What about the sheriff? He comes in with his wife sometimes for food. He is very wise and generous. What about Otto? There is no end to the food that one can eat. Okay, that's good for business. Steele's memory is famously reliable. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Did we do town? We did town. Ask about the inn. This is the Hero's Tale Inn, where Shima and I will be delighted to serve you. The softest and safest of beds, the richest and finest of foods await you. You have but to command. Tell me about Shima. Shima is my beloved, and she can cook and keep an inn as few others. When she dances, there is true magic. If we ever return to Shapir, then she will again dance. Okay, we asked all of that. That exhausts this conversation. I shall be leaving now. Wait, how much gold do we have? We have 4 gold pieces and 10 silver. You have a bit of food. Yeah, that's right. We need to eat in this game. Do I need to use this? The leather makes you think kinky thoughts, and you wonder why adventurers dress up this way. Okay, I think it automatically equips the armor that you have on you. We have 1 lockpick and we have 1 dagger. Don't have a lot on. Oh, we should probably start sneaking, so we can work on our sneak stats. There we go. This is our character. We got 1 experience point, probably from speaking to people. Ooh, there's an old lady here. She's the only sane person here. At least she's not off her rocker. Ah, ha! Get it? Not off her rocker? Yes, that's right. This is a Sierra game. There's a fuck ton of puns here. 1 XP, we are almost there, yes. She's really sleeping soundly and doesn't notice your presence. Zzz. Okay. Okay, so this is the guild hall. Judging from what the sign says, the building at the end of the street is the guild hall. Can we, is there anything else here? Can, no. Let's go in there. You enter the Adventurers Guild Hall. This Adventurers Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters, Sarus, Troll, Griffin, Dragon, and Chitaur, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. You see a registration book on the table, and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. I can hear. Let's go look at the book. This entry was made several years ago. It says, Baronet Barnard von Spielberg killed a troll near the Flying Falls on this 23rd day of October. Okay, I think we could sign our name here, right? You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. Yay, we got ourselves some points. Hey, Zerg Troll. Kapow! Being successful means living anywhere you want, or being narcoleptic. This is certainly a weird one. You've never seen anything quite like it. The plaque reads Antwerp, slain by 2 guys from Andromeda. 2 guys from Andromeda, in case you don't know, these are the what are their names? Something Murphy, something. These are the guys who made Space Quest. They're called 2 guys from Andromeda. So there's a ton of like references in between here. The head is like a panther's but with a strong human-like quality. It is still rather frightening. The plaque reads Cheetar, slain by Wolfgang Abenteuer. I can read kind of German. This looks like a dragon. Even in death, this monster remains awesome. The plaque reads Dragon, slain by Baron Stefan von Spielberg. It looks like it must have been a particularly nasty troll. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark forest. The plaque reads Troll slain by Wolfgang Abenteuer. Abenteuer. This crossbreed of eagle and lion could have torn a man apart when it was alive. The plaque reads Griffon, slain by Wolfgang Abenteuer. Kind of looks like a lizard, right? Like a snake. It's a weird resolution. I think that's a moose. The plaque under the moose says courtesy of the Sierra Online Prop Department. Aha! Get it? You never saw a purple saurus before you came to Spielberg, but it looks like a really stupid monster. The plaque reads Saurus, slain by Hans Halfwitten. The tapestry is so rotten it would probably fall apart at the slightest touch. Okay. The fire blazing cheerily in the fireplace helps warm the guildmaster's old bones. A past adventurer's armor suit. You wonder why he doesn't need it anymore. Then you see the Cheetar claw marks. Alright. It looks like this old guildmaster doesn't do too much adventuring anymore. Still, he looks like he was plenty tough in his day, and he probably has many a tale to tell. Alright? Let's go talk to the guy. The guildmaster appears to be hard of hearing. Perhaps we should get closer. Let's sneak up on him. Ah, I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. Tell me about the guild hall. This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. It is also a good place to talk about adventurers in a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are too few adventurers in Spielberg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, or they just got too old. Tell me about the adventurers. Did I ever tell you about the time when Schultz and I rid this valley of Antwerps? Yeah, we were real adventurers then, and this was a real guild hall. Now we are just old men, and this is just a place to tell old stories. Good thing I have a good old man voice in my back pocket. Tell me about the monsters. You can see some of the types of monsters that live around here if you look at our walls. There are trolls, griffins, cheetahs, manta rays, and goblins wandering in the woods. I hear there are even some ogres and Saurus Rexes back in this valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of the monsters around here, but we are just too old for that now. Tell me about the trolls. The trolls are very tough. Fortunately, they only come out at night. The woods are very dangerous at night. Tell me about the Saurus. The Saurus is a monster easy to avoid and easy to kill for a skilled adventurer. Tell me about the ogres. Ogres are a lot like goons, but even meaner. Not as bright, though. What about goblins? Goblins are not tough, but when they gang up, they can take out an unwary adventurer. Tell me about the cheetah. Cheetahs are ferocious creatures that charge out of nowhere and try to tear you to shreds. Sometimes they succeed. What not manta rays, mantras. Those weird things are magical. They are best avoided. What about the Saurus Rex? Don't mistake those things for Sauruses. When they come at you, it is sometimes best to just run away. Okay. Tell me about the bulletin board. Over on the wall over there is where the jobs are posted for adventurers. Some have been there for a long time now. There just aren't too many good adventurers around here lately. Ooh, rewards? You need to talk to either the Baron or the healer about that. What about the healer? Her house is just north of the town gate. She's a nice woman. Sounds like there's a gap in the market. Yeah, indeed. Tell me about the castle. The castle is just north of the healer's house. Okay. What about the trophies? Schultz and I killed most of the monsters on those walls. Okay, we asked about that. See, monsters leads you to a conversation about monsters. Trophies leads you to a conversation about... Oh, this is a conversation about the trophies. Okay. It's not the same as the monsters. Still not aligned though. Okay, tell me about that dragon. One day, years ago, a pair of dragons tried to take over our valley. We adventurers rode out to meet them. I could still see Stefan von Spielberg charging forward on his black horse. He slew that dragon whose head you see on the wall, and their other ones flew off. I hear people see that other dragon flying high overhead sometimes, but he just never dared to attack us again. Tell me about the Antwerp. This valley was overrun by those old monsters one year. Schultz and I fought long and hard to rid the valley of the things. It might have failed even so, had it not been for those two peculiar tourists who came to our aid. Oh, that's the two guys from Andromeda. Tell me about the tourists. They say they were from some place called Andromeda. Must be someplace south of here, I guess. They certainly were odd. Yeah, they're from outer space. That's why. Tell me about the moose. That was the most vicious moose I ever saw. Nearly bit my nose off. I'm overworked, underpaid, no control over my life. Where did that conversation come from? Tell me about the troll. I remember the day I killed one. It was the biggest I had ever seen. It put over a tough fight, but I was tougher. You can see the results on the wall. Tell me about the cheetah. Watch out for cheetahs. I bear the scars of my fight with the one on the wall to this day. Still, it is stuffed and I am still alive. See, the cheetahs don't play fair. Huh? Huh? Get it? Because they're cheaters? Huh? Yeah? But I'm dish. Tell me about the Saurus. I remember when Hans killed the one there. It was a tough fight for him. Tell me about Hans Halfwitten. He wasn't much of an adventurer, but he did manage to kill a Saurus before he made the mistake of tangling with a troll. I'm starting to regret somewhat inspiring this. Gotta live in that regret, Taunted. This is what happens when you inspire me. He is now snoring again. Okay, let's take a look at the bulletin board here. Reward for return of lost ring. Inquire at the healers. Okay. This is where we need our little thing here. We have ourselves. If you look over there, up there, we have a prime directive. Bulletin board. Let's see. Lost ring. Talk to healer. North of town. 9. What else do we have here? This poster is rather dusty and faded. The picture is of a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe returns of Elsa von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. Okay. Where's Q? Yeah, welcome to my typing skills when I can't see the keyboard because there's a microphone in the way. Elsa von Spielberg. Ask at castle. Alright. Next. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture or death of the brigand warlock. Description. Short, ugly, and wears brightly colored robes. Has habit of laughing continually. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. Okay. Oh, by the way, this is 50 gold. Kill brigand warlock. Ask at castle. Under 30G. Okay, next. Wanted, brigand leader. Description, unknown appearance, wears a cloak. Must provide proof of leader's identity. Reward of 60 gold coins and title of Hero of the Realm. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. Okay. Kill brigand leader. At castle. What was it? 60G, right? 60G. Notice, spell components needed. Cash or trade for potions. Inquire at healers. Okay, spell components. Sell components. Talk to a healer. Healer. Okay, what about you? This poster seems to have been here for a while. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baronet Bernard von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. Okay, these Spielbergs are just disappearing. Huh? SQ. Bernard von Spielberg. No. Spielberg. Writing this down because there is no quest. Taunted. This is back in the days before we had quest logs. Ask at castle. I don't know if I actually need to write all of this down. Seems like there's like only 2 things here. Basically, ask us the castle and talk to the healer. It's like I thought there will be more like diversified side quests here, but it looks like this is all like kind of the same thing. Huh? I'm just practicing my sneak. Don't mind me. Jurassic Park director's wife. Maybe it's his daughter, I don't know. Okay, let's give it a bit of a save. Let's save Spielberg. The eye over the magic shop door seems to be watching you. Okay, let's go to the magic shop. How's the volume there? Okay. Because it's kind of loud on my end. The burning incense fills the room with a strange, fiery scent. It looks like a sculpture of some weird bat-winged creature. A pentagram used in incantations to conjure spirits. Where's the pentagram, though? That's not a pentagram, that's just a diamond shape. Like an what's 5 tagon? Quintagon? A brown jar of crushed cockroach essence. It's a blue bottle of blue bottle flies. It's a blue bottle of blue bottle flies. Hey, Einstein, how you doing? Yes, a rare steel stream. Totally not evil rhombus. Yes, is that a rhombus? Is that the name of this thing? It's a light version. The pentamilligram. Einstein, you've already missed some glorious idiotic puns in this game. This game is full of them. Bottle of mephitic potions. Bottles of there are a few Dead Sea Scrolls, a couple of Red Sea Scrolls, and a C++ scroll written in assembly language, and others even more esoteric. See, Einstein, this really is a game for you. This is the stuff I grew up on. Now you understand how I got to where I am. You see a wide variety of arcane objects. For example, scrolls covered with mysterious symbols and arcane incantations. The titles are totally unfamiliar to you. The books dealing with sorcery, necromancy, and other occult objects. Crystal balls useful only to those initiated into the ways of wizardry. You see a wide variety of arcane objects. For example, a toaster oven, very rarely used. Electricity hasn't been invented yet. Crystal balls useful. Okay, this is just. Oh, it's just randomly picking. Like, okay, this is weird. What about this? See a wide variety of examples. Book dealing with. Okay, we've. An ancient balance scale. Zara thinks it will help her maintain a sense of balance. The label says instant fire. Just add water. The jar is filled with a corrosive-looking green substance. The coals are glowing. It's a ball of pretty little fish. Oh, these are fishies. Look at that. They're swimming. I tried to talk to a jar. The jar is filled with a corrosive-looking green substance. Okay, we did that. What about this orb? This strange globe radiates with an eerie light. Okay, this is again with the thingies. The floor is almost completely covered by a strange symbol. Alright, let's see if we can sneak in here. Oh, we have awoken the thingy. Hey there, lady. Hello there, lady. I am Zara, and my companion is Damiano. The items in this shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. Yep. Zara has a mysterious, unearthly look to her. You have the feeling that she is not a person to trifle with. Alright, let's ask about you. I am both a human and fairy folk. I draw my power from both. My name is Zara. This is my shop. Tell me about the fairy folk. We are people of power and magic. and live in the forests far beyond the mountains to the west. Might and magic even? Maybe? Tell me about the power. Power is the essence of magic, that which the wizard shapes and is shaped by. Okay, tell me about Damiano. Damiano is both my familiar and my friend. We share our lives and our magic. Can I talk to the guy? It's not familiar enough with you to want to chat. Get it? Because it's familiar. Ah! I need a button for like a, you know, rim shot. Tell me about your familiar. A familiar is a creature of magical abilities which has been summoned to serve the wizard. The summoning of a familiar is a most powerful spell and can be cast but once. It binds the wizard and the familiar to the ends of their lives. The more powerful the wizard, the more powerful the familiar, although you cannot always judge power by a familiar's shape. Okay, tell me about magic. If you have skill of magic, you can learn the way to cast spells by reading magical scrolls. Without the skills, you have no power. Power. The more you practice spellcasting, the greater you shall become. More power. Initiation. When you have mastered 9 spells, have the power to cast all and proven yourself worthy by accomplishing a great deed, then you must undergo initiation to become a full wizard. There is a place in the distant south where you must journey, but first you must become a hero here. Tell me about wizards. A wizard is one who both shapes... Okay, we asked that. Okay, wait, what? Okay, no. A wizard is one who both shapes magic and is shaped by it. Erasmus and I are the only wizards in this valley. Tell me about Erasmus. Erasmus is a wizard and a spellcaster who knows much about this area. He lives in a tower northeast of town at the top of a steep mountain called Zauberberg. Zauberberg? That's silver. Zauber is silver, right? A silver mountain, I think that means. It can be very helpful if you approach properly, but he has a strange sense of humor. Well, happily so do we. Points. Interest? No, it's called exploration. Erasmus the wizard, not the Izard. Northeast of town, at the top of Mount Zauberberg. East of town, on top of the mountain. Zauberberg. Zauberberg mountain. Berg is already mountain, so it's kind of a redundant. It's a bit of a redundant word here. Never mind. Okay, what else do you have for me? Ooh, power potion. The power potion restores your magical energy. It costs 75 silver. Ooh, I don't want that. Journey. There are many entrances to the Hall of Magical Mastery in the south. Okay, that's where I go after I become a hero. Hey, Muppet. I played this before years and years ago. A couple of decades ago, actually. After you have gained skill and a good reputation in magic, you should journey south. If you are indeed worthy of becoming a wizard, you will find a way to those halls. Tell me about hero. Master the arts of the arcane. Use those skills to vanquish the evil curse, and you will become a true hero. What else? Spielberg, tell me about the town. There is much magic in this world for those who know how to use it. There is magic in this little town, and a good deal of magic in this valley. Tell me about the town. There is an aura protecting this town from danger. Within most of its walls, there can be no act of violence or cruel magic. Even so, it is prudent to avoid dark places. Tell me about the aura. An aura is a spell of protection surrounding something. The town is still protected by the aura, cast by the great spellcaster Erana. Tell me about Erana. Erana was a powerful spellcaster who lived long ago. She brought peace to this valley. Even now, her spell protects this town from violence or foul magic. Her final resting place is due north of town, and it is a place of both safety and healing. It is known as Erana's Peace. Okay. Peace. Pace. Is north of town. Tell me about the valley. There is much power in this valley, and it attracts those who use magic. I am here, Erasmus has his house on Zauberberg, and even Baba Yaga has her hut hooped up somewhere around here. Oh, Baba Yaga. You ask what Erasmus, tell me about this Baba Yaga. She is a powerful and wicked hag. You would be wise to avoid her. She cursed the Baron von Spielberg when he tried to drive her away. Tell me about her hut. Baba Yaga's hut is magical. It stands on chicken legs, and you must know the rhyme to enter. What is the rhyme? I have no interest in entering Baba Yaga's hut, and therefore do not know the rhyme. Tell me about the curse. This is Baba Yaga's curse, cast upon the Baron years ago. Upon von Spielberg and all of his clan, this is the curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure, so shall ye lose all that ye treasure. There is always a way to break a curse. Possibly Erasmus knows more about this. Okay. I guess we'll have to talk to Erasmus about that. Tell me about the Baron. He was once a great leader of this land, until he was foolish enough to anger Baba Yaga. Okay. Anything else? Tell me about your shop. What I sell here are merely tools to help those who have power. You may purchase restorative potions and scrolls from which you may learn spells, if you have the potential. The potential! A true magic user has an innate affinity for magic. There is also the ability to store power, which ordinary mortals do not have. Okay, tell me about your spells. We sell several magic spells on study scrolls. You may purchase Fire Dart for 60 silver, Fetch for 40 silver, and Open Spell for 30 silver. I also know you can find a spell if you learn the secret of Erana's Peace. Ooh. Tell me about Erana's Peace. To the north of the town, surrounded by the mountains, is an alpine valley that is rumored to be the final resting place for Erana, although no one is certain what happened to her. It is certainly a magical place of safety. There is also supposed to be a gift there for magic users who are clever enough to find it. Okay, we asked that. Tell me about the scrolls. The scrolls we sell are magical. You have but to read the spell and you will learn it. Okay, so we have Zap, Open, Fetch, and Fire Dart. I don't necessarily need the combat spells, but I would like the Fetch and Open spells because we are a thief and you know. Let's get the Fetch one. The Fetch spell allows you to lift or lower a lightweight objects from a distance. The spell scroll will cost you 40 silvers. What about open? It has a spell that allows you at first to unfasten simple locks and knots. As you gain in skill, you can even open doors with it. I mean, to be fair, I am a thief, so I don't necessarily need those things right away. I should probably save our money for a little later on. Let's see if we've exhausted all our questions. Tell me about the potion. We have potions of healing, vigor, and power for purchase from our shop. Power potion. The power potion restores your magical energy. Okay. The healing potion because vigor potions restore your stamina. Okay. Let's talk to the familiar. We're not familiar enough with it. Okay. Bye. Well, the sheriff went away. This is not the sheriff's office. There's a sign on the door of the barber shop which says out to lunch. Okay. See what else is here. You can smell apples as you approach this corner. Good day and welcome to Spielberg. Would you like to buy some of my nice fresh fruits and vegetables? Hello there, lady. You see a charming young centaur with the upper torso of a teenager and the body of a filly. This is we call them the Yakuzakus. What is your name? I am Hilda, daughter of Heinrich Furtherfurden. The farmer. My father is a fine farmer. He farms fines? The sheriff hands out fines for people who break the law. And her father farms them. Tell me about your father. My father is Heinrich Furtherfurden. Damn it. Tell me about your farm. We have some land to the north of town. It isn't very big, but we grow many things. A refined pun. A refined pun. You should be here during harvest time. Then you should see many fruits and vegetables. Tell me about your mother. My mother has been dead for 3 years now. I still miss her. Oops. Shouldn't have brought that up. Sorry. Okay. I need more context before I'm clicking this. Am I asking what the date is today? Am I asking about the dates? Does she have dates here as one of the fruits? Or am I going to ask this teenager centaur on a date? Thank you, but my father thinks I am too young. Yeah, I think you're young too. I just had to click it because it's the game. He would not permit it, but perhaps next year. No thanks. I'm good. Okay, what else can we talk about? Let's move away from this crypt fest. Tell me about the market. This is where I sell things for my father's farm. We did that. Tell me about your vegetables. We have many kinds of fresh vegetables for sale today. There are carrots, rutabagas, parsnips, and potatoes right from the ground at 5 for a silver. They are very good for you. We also have some apples. God. Sorry. I just start seeing all this text and I'm like, oh, are we really going to ask about every fucking fruit here and vegetable? Tell me about the brigands. That's more interesting. They have twice robbed my father of his money, and they have tried to steal our food during this winter. But this is because we farm outside of town. The brigands would not dare try that in town. The sheriff would stop them fast. Tell me about the robbery. Many robbers ran up to my father as he trotted back to town. My father tried to fight, but they hurt him badly. They then ran away to the southwest. Okay. Robbers. The southwest. No, no, oh, stop. What's happening? I'm not moving. I'm not moving anything. Look. This game's freaking out on me. Okay, there we go. Hey, good. I just alt-tabbed there for a second and it freaked out. Tell me about the sheriff. Our sheriff is very brave. He told me so himself. And always believe what the sheriff says. Okay, it's enough of conversation. The game's got a will of its own. Dry goods store. Let's see what the dry goods store has in store. Huh? This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves there are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice you coming in. My, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most adventurers before they make it to town. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them, if you've done any adventuring at all. Okay. Tell me your name. Why, that's me, Kaspar. So you're an adventurer. I always wanted to be an adventurer. I read about them all the time. All the time. The book I was just reading is about adventuring. Tell me about the book. Oh, this book. It's about an adventurer who's trying to become a hero. The title is Quest for Glory, A Hero's Death. Doesn't sound like he was very successful. Tell me about your equipment. Unfortunately, I have only standard weapons and equipment. I carry daggers and chain armor. Maybe someday I'll be able to carry magic ones, though. Ooh. Tell me about your daggers. Ah, the use of the dagger is a most skillful art. Actually, this particular weapon is longer than most, but still easily concealable. A bargain at 20 silvers. Tell me about your chain armor. You can get really good protection from my mail armor. It's very heavy, though, and I would have to charge you 500 silvers for it. No. No, I might. I ain't got that kind of cash. Do you have any food? Adventuring rations aren't the tastiest food in the world, but they will keep you healthy and alert as you go along. A pack of 10 rations will cost you just 5 silvers. Ooh, you can buy a flask. It's a very good idea to carry an empty flask or two, in case you want to pick up a liquid or something else that needs a container. Our flasks are get bragging at 2 silvers each. Okay, what else? Tell me about the brigands. I don't like to talk about other people behind their backs. Even brigands? Tell me about the sheriff. The sheriff fought and Otto protect this town. The sheriff used to be a real adventurer, you know. Then he took an arrow in the knee. I notice he doesn't have a problem talking about the sheriff behind his back. Tell me about Hilde. Hilde sells fine produce for a reasonable price. Okay, that's... Why would I care about that? Let's do some trade. We're gonna get... let's get a couple of flasks. Here you are. Thank you for your patronage. You know what? I probably want to get a couple... another one. Just in case... because we need anything. Behind the counter are weapons, armor, and such equipment as you would more often find in an adventurer's shop. On the counter and on the shelves are assortments of canned goods, honey jars, sewing items, and odds and ends that people in a small town would need. Okay, doesn't look like there's a lot of interest here. We've exhausted this conversation. The door is bolted. Okay. The shop seems to be closed, although there are some dried up cupcakes in the window. There is a sign on the door which says "Gone Fishing." The shop seems to be closed. There is a sign on the door which says "Gone Fishing." Everybody's gone fishing, it seems. Ooh, I think we can go down that alley. The pots appear to be just junk. Looks like this door has been closed for a long time. Can we open it? The door has been barred and nailed shut. The workshop has long since been abandoned. Alright. Before we go down a dark alley, let's save. This grubby place must be an alley. It feels strange here, colder than the rest of town. There are some barrels discarded here. A beggar holds out a bowl towards you. Alms! Poor alms for the poor! You know what? I'm feeling generous. Thanks! You know, it's really tough trying to make a living begging in this town since the brigands started scaring all the trade away. This used to be such a nice place to live. My advice to you is not to take up begging. It just doesn't pay. And don't go out at night. Alright, anything else you have to share with us? Tell me about begging. A beggar gets cash only when others get cash, and nobody's got much money here right now, except maybe the brigands. Tell me about your cash flow problems. There's honest work up at the Baron's castle, I hear, but begging's my business. Don't you want to work? You can get a job cleaning the stable, I understand. It's great if you want to build up muscles or have a place to spend the night, but you won't get rich. I'd rather beg myself. Okay. What's your name? My name is Sam. I've lived here for 5 years now, and I think I'll be heading on once the pass clears of snow. There's supposed to be some good begging towns to the south. Nice talking to you. Alms for the poor, alms. Tell me about the south. Heard Silmaria is a good place to be. It's by the sea. I think I'll head there after this. Tell me about Spielberg. Understand this used to be a great place to be. Traders going in and out. Tourists coming and going. Perfect begging conditions. Things were starting to dry up about the time I got here. Just my luck. The brigands started getting tough. By the time I got back to work, alms for the poor, alms. Okay, I'm not paying you more for this conversation. You'll need more practice before you'll be able to climb this wall. Oh, right, you can climb this wall to get in and out of town. I remember that. But you need more climbing skill for that. Okay, I already gave you money. A word of warning to you, don't drink the dragon's breath. Okay. Good advice. The building looks old, dark, and a little seedy. The sign above the door depicts a beer stein. Oh look, it's a tavern. The grimy window lets little light into this tavern. It smells like stale ale and other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt and the bar with sticky beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, two gamblers are playing cards. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression that you are not welcome. Ooh, there's a dragon here. That's a mighty unusual keg there. Looks like something you'd expect to see in a tavern, but a little dirtier. What is this thing? You see a crumpled piece of paper under the stool. Ooh, let's pick that up. Pick up the note. You smooth out the piece of paper and read. B. He's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meeting for a bit. on our meetings for a bit, but I'll keep you posted by these notes. Okay, so someone is sending out secret notes here. This is from... I think we can grab some of this. Don't ask me how I remember this. No. I thought for a second we can do something with this liquid, but and let's take this guy. The bartender is ignoring you. Maybe you'd better sit down first. Okay. Bartender! What do you want? What's your name? This is a bar. I serve drinks. You want a drink? Order one. You want answers to stupid questions? Get out. Tell me about your drinks. Ale 1 silver, Troll's Sweat 5 silver, Dragon's Breath 25 silver. Take your pick. What about the ale? Good for what ails you. Haha. Tell me about Troll's Sweat. It'll go down real smooth. Tell me about Dragon's Breath. It's the house specialty. I think it kills you if you drink it, if I remember correctly. Tell me about the town. What do you think I am, a guide dog or something? Tell me about your tavern. This is the Aces and Eights tavern, stranger. Tell me about Crusher. He don't like his personal affairs discussed. My advice is not to do anything that'll get him upset. Tell me about the Thieves Guild. Hey, this is an honest establishment. You want me to ask Crusher? Okay, let's buy a drink. Spielberg, is that a nudge at Spielberg and LucasArts? It's at all possible. Let's buy some ale. One well-aged house brew coming up. Here you go. This tastes as sour as it smells and burns your throat as you swallow it. Still, it isn't the worst beer you've ever drunk. Can I grab the cup? Mug? I want to try the Dragon's Breath. Just for the fun of it. Breath. Give me breath. If you want a mug of Dragon's Breath, house rules say it'll have to be cash up front. You cough up the cash. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Crusher, our friends here want some Dragon's Breath. It's a spiel on the words at least, eh? There you go. You've never tasted anything like it before. Oh, wow. Whoa. Pum, 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 pum. Talk about a fiery brew. Maybe you really shouldn't have tried the Dragon's Breath. Better luck next time, and we hope you saved your game. Yes, I have. Alright, let's see what these guys are all about. The butcher is wearing a blood-stained apron. He seems to be deeply involved in the game. The baker seems to be deeply involved in the game. They seem to be using old maid cards, but it looks like these guys aren't playing with a full deck. Looks like some kind of card game. What about this guy? So this is where the barber has lunch. That guy's had so much to drink, he looks embalmed. This gun looks really tough and mean. He's not someone you'd want to fight. Good old games without warning plenty. Yes, this is... I'm gonna die a lot here. Okay, let's see if we can converse with these guys. Hey, yo, what's your name? I'm Butcher Beefmeister, the butcher. Butch Beefmeister. Got any 754s? Tell me about your cards. The cards, they've been very, very good to me. Go fish! Tell me about your butcher shop. There's not a whole lot of meat in town for me to butcher these days. Now, if someone would just bring down that stag in the forest. Oh, there's a stag in the forest? Okay, 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 okay. Butcher wants stag in the forest. No, no, no. Stop, stop, stop. Don't freak out on me. Hello? Game? Hello? Hello? I think game is kill. Hold on. Gonna ban somebody. And ban. There we go. God damn it, the spammer destroyed our game. I can still move the cursor. But everything else is freaked out. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart here. Beep. There's another reason to save very often. Am I gonna have to change the volume manually every single time? It's gonna be very annoying. Right, wanted to talk to this guy. We asked about the cards, butcher shop, and his name, and fish. There's a river to the south by the Flying Falls, which has some good-sized trout. Go fish. Let's ask about the bakery. Haven't been able to get any supplies in since the brigands closed off the area. The bakery will reopen as soon as I have some. Where was your cards? The butcher has been getting all the good cards. What's your name? I'm Silas Sourdough, the baker. Tell me about fishing. Mirror Lake to the south has a huge fish, but it's pretty dangerous. Mirror Lake, huge fish. Okay, these guys are. I definitely want to save before talking to this thing. Hey, yo, Crusher. The goon seems to be ignoring you. Tell me about the tavern. You seem to have annoyed him. Are you a goon? Crusher bares his teeth at you. Either you are in big trouble now, or that's just a way of smiling. Got thrown out there. Thieves Guild. What's the password? Ach du Liebe. Schweinhund, Antwerp, Heingold, Deutschmark, Proposaurus. Let's see, Antwerp. The goon seems to be ignoring you. Okay, we don't know the password. How do we know the password to the Thieves Guild? Ooh, what's that? You see light glinting from something shiny in the alley, but you can't make out what it is. Oh, it's getting dark, I think. Let's definitely save and go and sneak into this alley. This place seems sinister at night. Some strange object is glowing at the other end of the alley. You see a glint from there. Oh, this feels like a trap, right? Oh, we didn't buy the fetch spell. That coin's light spell gets them every time. See that dagger? The next one is centered on your back. Give Sneak there your cash and you walk out of here. It's a simple trade, your life for your money. You know what? I think I'm going to fight you. Despite your intentions, you feel a calmness and a sense of peace descend upon you as you even consider thoughts of violence. Hey, how come I can use violence, but again... You mean that the first victim we've had in months is a thief? Here, I thought we were finally going to make some money. Tell Crusher... tell Crusher that the password is Schwertfisch. He's in the tavern. Now go before I forgot I made the sign and you made the sign and made it... You pay anyway. Oh, I made the sign for the... I tried to attack him, but apparently I just made friends. Can I grab the dagger? Okay. Apparently I just made friends with the thieves. Let's go to the Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild. What's the password? Schwertfisch. This dark city place is less than you expected of a Thieves Guild. You feel uneasy about the sinister mood here. The man seated by the table greets you with a scowl. Crusher is his usual amiable self, and you can't quite make out what lurks behind that massive door. Beginners! Why do they keep giving me beginners? I swear! I tell you, Crusher, that thief of my stature and abilities should be stuck in a podunk town besieged by brigands who aren't even union members is the height of injustice. He's going out on a full rant there, waving in his hand and everything. It will cost you 25 silvers to work in town. Just pay Boris at the door. If you don't have the cash, go steal some. Are you Boris? You can call me Boris. I'm the chief financial officer for the guild. Our very special items are reserved for our guild members. No scabs allowed. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pay my union dues here. A lockpick is 15 silver. Let's buy a license. Welcome to the Thieves Guild Union, local 1313. Let's buy a toolkit. I'm sorry, but you don't seem to have enough silver. Come back when you have quality. When you have a quantity. I have 1 gold piece and 9 silver pieces. How much is... What is the exchange rate? How many silver pieces is 1 gold? I'm never quite sure. You have 1 Thieves Guild license. Piece of paper. Okay. Crusher ignores you. Alright. Now that we have a license, we can get some answers here. Tell me about the thieves. There are only a few members of our guild still around here. With the snow and the brigands keeping away the tourists, it's hard to earn a decent living. Tell me about stealing. I've had beginners before, but this guild reached a new low when you joined. Child, you are a thief. Stealing is how you make a living. So go out there and steal something, and hopefully you'll get what you get, that is, you won't get caught. And hopefully you'll get, that is, you won't get caught. Huh? Oh, he wants me to get caught for some reason. Tell me about the brigands. Those non-union cretins are giving thieves a bad name. I'm sure they have a spy planted in our organization. Spy? Someone is leaking our insider information to the brigands. You just can't trust anyone these days. Tell me about the Thieves Guild. Where else but here can one mingle freely with others of our chosen profession, sharing tips and secrets? Where else can you safely fence stolen items? Where else can you ask questions like these and not be thrown into jail? The guild is truly your home away from home. You have any tips? Don't get caught. You have any secrets? That would be telling. Tell me about Crusher. Crusher is a personnel manager. Tell me about fencing. Just give your stolen items to Boris and you will be duly recompensed. Or in terms of more suited to your apparent intellect, you get cash for your loot. What about Boris? Boris is our accountant. Tell me about it being an accountant. I have no time for idle talk. Why don't you do something constructive like stealing Otto's yo-yo? Scabs. Those who do not pay their union dues are the lowest form of life. Okay, anything else? What's your name, actually? I am known as the Chief. Is that what your parents named you? Tell me about this town. There are a few places around town where a clever and skilled thief can make some silver. Perhaps even you could steal something. Tell me about the sheriff. The sheriff provides a useful service in this town. He arrests anyone too stupid to be a good thief. Otto is the sheriff's goon. Okay, that's tell me about tools. We will gladly sell you for a modest fee a lockpick. However, for the true professional, we have a thief toolkit, which will allow you to pick anything with a little practice. Just talk to Boris. Well, I don't have enough money for that. Tell me about daggers. A dagger is a thief's best friend. If you ever get good with one, then perhaps we could play a little game. Oh, that's right. We can play daggers with this guy. You and I could throw some daggers at the board over there and bet upon which of us will throw better. I think I remember playing and he's cheating or something like that. We could start small, perhaps a silver or throw. We'd throw a dagger at the board and the dagger closest to the center wins. That is a specially designed dagger board. Okay, I'm going to save before we play daggers with this guy. Stealing from a dagger throwing thief, that's a dangerous and stupid idea. Okay. I just threw my knife at that. Never mind. How do I play the dagger game? You can't play. Oh, I need to put money. Okay, there we go. How much will you bet? Let's start with 5. Oh, I actually won, I think. Oh, okay, I get it. I need to like figure out what my knife is. Okay, this is the angle. Also, I think I'm kind of crap at throwing anyway, so I don't know if I can actually be that good at this point in the game. Ooh, that was a good one. You got me that time. Say, you're pretty tough. Hey, should we play again? Nah. I was very lucky. That only got us like 5 silver pieces. Alright, let's go steal some crap, right? We're a thief. It's nighttime. We can sneak around. Shh. Be very, very careful. Let's do this look at night. The door is locked. Can't do much with that. Okay, we need to unlock the door. Let's unlock the door. Picking locks looked a lot easier in the instruction book. Do I have to keep trying, or how does it work? What's our lockpicking skill? It's at 26. Okay, we are getting better. Ooh, our stealth is already at 75. I think 100 is the maximum in this game. I unlock doors with my foot. Yeah, let's keep... I think this is... Yeah, there we go. Gotta click the buttons. The people who own this house must have some money. Everything looks new and there is not a speck of dust visible. The room smells vaguely of sauerkraut and bratwurst, with just a faint odor of smoke from pine wood. From somewhere in the house you can hear someone snoring. Okay, hopefully I'm good enough at sneaking. Burglary. It's a small, beautiful, decorated metal box with a hinged lid. I'll take it. Gently and stealthily, you lift the lid of the little box. Oh no, is that a music box? Uh-oh. As the little music box begins to play, you hear the sheriff yell out, "Otto, stop playing with that music box and go to bed." Boy, did you make a mistake. Otto, even in his sleepy state, winds the music box and closes the lid before he heads back to bed. That was close. The goon must have been so dumb or sleepy, or both, that he didn't even see you standing there. Or maybe I'm that good at sneaking. Alright, let's take the vase. You take the vase carefully from the mantel and place it gently on the floor. Why on the floor? You place the vase carefully in your pack beneath your cape. Ooh, by lifting the painting you can see what certain must be a safe hidden in the wall. Okay, I was hoping to steal the painting, but the cold dark eyes of the griffin make you feel a bit uncomfortable, especially since it's about 10 times larger than any griffins you've ever heard of. Also, unlock hospital beds the same way. Okay, still this. Alright, let's try the safe. We probably need our toolkit for that, right? Looks very sturdy indeed. Okay, apparently I'm really good at cracking safes. You find 50 silvers and add them to your collection. You then put the empty bag back in the safe. Since you've already robbed the safe, you close the door, narrowly missing your fingers in the process. Alright, let's put the painting back. I'm getting tired, okay. In the desk drawers is an assortment of mostly worthless objects, but you also find 3 silvers, which you take. Alright, let's take the candelabra. You place the candelabra carefully in your back, beneath your cape. Oh, we want that guy in the chief of the Thieves Guild. You wanted Otto's yo-yo, right? Can we steal it from him here? Uh-oh. criminal carelessness. It's hard to be a hero when you're sitting in a jail cell. The sheriff apologized for your broken arm, but he did warn you, didn't he, that Otto was only partly trained. Now you'll probably be more careful when you're robbing someone. Yeah, can't sneak in there. Okay. That guy in the thing wanted us to do the stuff, yes. These scenes will look great as animated wallpaper. Uh-oh. When it comes to breaking in, it looks like the only thing broken is your head. When at last you come to your senses, you find yourself in a jail cell. By the time you get out of here, you'll be too old to be a hero. Okay, let's try the other door then. The stairs, the final enemy. Uh-oh, as you see a pillow flying towards you, you hear the sheriff's wife say, "Eh." Okay, damn it. You never dreamed a feather pillow would be so hard. Or was it the floor? You also didn't realize how hard it is for a thief to be a hero. The thief of Baghdad never had this kind of luck. Okay. It looks like this is all we can do here. Maybe we can trim the bush? No, no. Wait, I thought this was the sheriff's house. Oh, the sheriff's office. You'd better not. The goon would probably clobber you with his yo-yo and thought if you were going to the sheriff's office without permission. Yeah, but he is asleep right now. How will he catch me? That's the inn. The house looks closed up and there is no sign of the little old lady. No one seems to be home and the door is securely locked. Okay, we have lockpicks. You delicately insert the lockpick into your left nostril. No, Success! Your nose is now open. Oh, you. You hear a snick, the lock is open. Yeah, we're getting good at this lockpicking stuff. The smell of lavender and dust fills your nose as you walk in. This reminds you of a great aunt's house you once visited. There is a covered birdcage near the stairs and a knitting basket beside the couch. Okay, let's save again. I was looking elsewhere. Trim the bush was an euphemism. Maybe. See, there's a bush here. Maybe we can trim it. Squeak. 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 Squawk. The owner of the house awakens. Help! Burglars! Sheriff! Help! Kitty! Kitty! Needy! Uh-oh. The kitty is cursed. Oh, it's licking my face. Better stay downstairs next time. The little old lady's cries finally bring the sheriff and Otto to her rescue. They find you pinned to the floor, unconscious, dreaming deliriously of death by sandpaper. It's because the cat's tongue is very rough. The wooden stable has been polished into total submission. A lace doily guards it from dust and water wings. The knitting bag is decorated on the outside with knitted figures. The little old lady must do knitting when she's not asleep. The little old lady left her purse on the couch, mighty careless of her. In the purse you find 20 silvers and some soiled hankies. You take the silver. And inside the drawers, you find a single silver in one of the desk drawers. You find nothing else of value. Okay, let's try the chest. The chest is filled with old kilts, doilies, and sweaters, 5 sizes too large for anyone to wear. You really don't want any of them, so you close the chest again. A little house that seems harmless, but strangely restless. Do I have anything to give the cat to play with? Okay. Let's try grabbing the cat. See what happens. It's probably going to attack me, right? You pet the nice kitty. Pet the kitty. The cat really likes being petted. This is a very insistent cat. Okay. There's food here, right? Alright, this will probably wake the lady. Oh, there's candlesticks here. I didn't notice them. You take the silver candlesticks and stow them in your pack. Nice. Got cash. Oh, looks like you've blundered into the cat's territory. Uh-oh. You have a bad feeling about the very deep low growl emanating from the cat. Uh-oh. When the little old lady awakens to see what's going on, you have to concede to her, through lips that are as raw as hamburger, that you've been licked. Get it? She summons the sheriff and his goon. Okay. Let's grab the candlesticks. Nothing else here, nothing else here. I think what we need to do is pet the kitty. And then we can go here. Chirp, chirp. You hear a voice from upstairs saying, "Kitty, you'd better not be bothering the little birdie again." Who would think that little birdie could be so noisy? You quickly cover the cage and hope the bird shuts up. Okay. Carpet? There's something under the carpet, maybe? Something in the fireplace? Okay, looks like our work here is done. Indeed, we are a good thief. Okay, let's before we go sell the stuff, let's go sleep because we are tired. Need to pay for the room. You may buy a night's rest. May you dream of all the rewards you deserve. You thank Shamin and pay him 5 silver for his room. The sleep heals and refreshes you. Thank you. Very good food, very good drink. Okay, let's have a breakfast. We need to sit for breakfast. You take a seat at the table nearest the fire. Service! Hey, cat lady. I am Shamina. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food or drink? Let's have a meal. You pay Shima for a meal. I thought that maybe that was an opportunity to actually talk to her. Because you only talk to this guy, we haven't talked to her. Hello? Hello? Food. There, thank you. Thank you very much. I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you. Can I talk to her? Nope. Okay. The food tastes surprisingly good and the drink is delicious. Permit me to clear the table for you. Okay, that was... I have to go through this animation all the time. It's very annoying. Okay. Let's go sell our stuff, shall we? Thieves Guild. What's the password? Swordfish. Let me in. Okay. Let's give Boris all of our loot. Let's see now. Deducting the guild cut and allowing for resale markup, that comes to 150 silver. Here you are. That's a lot. Ooh, nice. Let's do the candelabras thingies. Let's see now. Deducting the guild cut, 100 silvers. Would you want the vase? That's 40 silvers. And I think that's all we have. That is stealable. Yeah, 30 gold pieces and 80 silver pieces. Let's buy that thievery kit. Let's buy a toolkit. Okay. You have one thief's toolkit. How's our stats, by the way, after all of this? Our stealth is at 84. Nice. Lockpicking is at 43. Our luck went up. And our other stats as well. We even got some magic points somehow, even though I didn't do any magic. It's a bit odd. Oh, because we gained intelligence. Okay, that makes sense. We got magic points. From, yep. They magically increased. No, they just intelligently increased. Do we have anything from him? No. Nothing new here. We did get paid and we did our thievery, so that's that. Now, I think we've done everything we can in town at the moment. Let's see what's out there. What time is it? Okay. Let's at least go to the healer. We were told to go and talk to her. The breeze is cool, but you feel a shiver deeper than just the cold. You are really on your own now, in a very dangerous place. No, we need to sneak. What am I doing? Sneaky. Stealth mode, engage. The bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood smokes as you come up to a hut by the side of the road. The house looks cheery and well kept. It has the sign of the healer above the entrance. The creature looks more like a small flying lizard than a bird. I think we can climb this tree, right? It takes a lot of skill and practice to climb this tree. Don't worry. I've got time. I can click. There we go. Nest sits on the birch. The nest is an object which appears to be a ring glinting in the sunlight. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. You carefully bend down and reach into the nest. In the nest, you find a gold ring. 1 gold ring. You take the ring and move carefully back along the climb. Made it. Now back down the tree. Nice. And our climbing skill has gone up by a little bit. You have 1 gold ring. So looking up there. Someone talk about the... Oh, yeah, lost ring. Talk to the healer. Okay. Luckily, we're already here. Save. I think we can do a little bit more climbing here. Just to get some skill. There you go. Ah! Grinding, grinding, grinding. Grinding, grinding, grinding. Oh, hard. How did that do? Hey, look at that. Climbing 30 already. Alright, we'll do that later on. Let's go talk to the healer. You politely knock on the door. After a moment, you hear the inside bolt slide open. A voice from inside says, "Come on in." The fragrances of herbs mingle with some rather unpleasant odors as you step into the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. I also buy spell components if you are interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me, I always have so much to do around here. That's right, we can make money by gathering stuff for her. You see a winged lizard, much like the one you saw outside. Tell me about being a healer. Well, my name is Amelia Appleberry, but mostly I am just known as the healer. I will be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet, Terry. Is that a Terry Pratchett reference? Tell me about your pet. Oh, that's my pet, Terry, the pterosaur. Okay, I think that might be a coincidence. The pterosaur, he has a girlfriend, Teresa, with a nest in the oak outside my door. Terry keeps me company and listens while I chatter as I work. What's a pterosaur? They're a species of flying lizard. I understand they can grow quite large in the south. Tell me about this ring. My ring is shaped in gold like a braid of the herb alias with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. Herb Athelas. Is that it? That looks kind of like a herb thingy, right? I've heard there's a reward. I will give 6 golds to the person who returns my ring. It was a gift when I graduated from the College of Healing. I wonder if I can fence it for more money. Tell me about your potions. Potion seller! I need your finest potions. I make and sell healing potions, power potions, vigor potion, and undead unguent. Can never go wrong with more money. I think we should test that. They magically increased our magic points. Okay, healing potion, undead unguent. What's that? Undead unguent is used to drive off the minor undead, such as zombies or floating spirits. It doesn't last long, so you should use it near where you are going to encounter such things. Zombies? There are not too many zombies in this land. Too damp, I suppose. There are some floating spirits, I have heard. Floating spirits? Floating spirits are the ghosts which usually hang around graveyards at night. They are dangerous, so don't go near them unless you use undead unguent first. Okay. Magic. I have the skill to use my magic to create potions. I am a bit proud about it. Not everyone can do that, you know. Okay. Spell components. I always need ingredients for making potions. Right now I need some of Erana's flowers, magic mushrooms, troll beard, and let me think. Oh yes, cheetah claws. Healer. No, don't. I'll be happy to pay you if you bring me some. I'll also buy back any empty flasks you have so that I can recycle them. Waste not, want not, after all. Okay, let's get that list again. Roll beard. Erana's flowers. Cheetah claws. And rake root. Also empty flasks. We have some empty flasks, but they're just empty flasks. Tell me about the troll beard. The trolls around here are tough monsters that cannot stand the light of day and so are found only at night or in caves. They are very difficult to kill, but I will pay 2 healing potions for the beard of a troll. Oh, we have flowers. I use flowers from Arana's Peace to the north in nearly all my potions. They have some of the magic of the place even when they are dried. I will pay you 5 silvers for a flask full of flowers. Okay. Tell me about Arana's Peace. Almost due north of here is the meadow called Arana's Peace. It is a very magical area, and I understand that it is a place of safety. It is beautiful all year, for the flowers are always in bloom. Okay. What do you do with cheetah claws? The cheetah looks like a cross between a panther and a man. It is vicious and tough. Unless you are a very tough fighter, you would best try to get away from it. If you do manage to kill it, then I will pay you 5 silvers for each claw. Tell me about the flasks. I will pay you 1 silver for each empty flask you bring me. So I can use it for more potions. Mandrake root. Mandrake root is used in a variety of spells, mostly for evil purposes. Mandrake must be pulled from a dead man's grave at midnight. The root is particularly powerful. How much will you pay me for that, though? I guess I need one of those undead Ungwen thingies. Yeah, man, it's magic shrooms, man. Tell me about the castle. You can see Spielberg Castle from my yard outside. The Baron lives there with only his guards for company, so I hear. Tell me about the Baron. Poor man, he hasn't been the same since his son and daughter were taken from him. Tell me about your son. He was just a young, dashing man when he just rode off. He never returned. Tell me about the daughter. The dear child, I can still picture her with her beautiful blonde hair done up in braids. She was so sweet. It is hard to believe she is gone. Okay. Tell me about the brigands. Those brutes. I'm always having to heal someone they've beaten up and robbed. I hate thieves. I hate thieves too. Yeah, I hate thieves. Ooh, bad thieves. Let's go with the farmer. Oh, right, they beat up the farmer. Would you believe the brigands almost killed him a while back? Fortunately, their leader made them bring Heinrich here where I could heal him. Wait, the leader did that? I heard the brigand leader ordering those nasty men to bring poor Heinrich here after they hurt him so. I gave them all a good scolding, you can imagine. So the brigands leader ordered the brigands to bring the farmer that they beat up to the healer. So, something is up here. Spell components. We did that, we did that, we did that. Okay, let's undead unguent. We probably need that at some point, right? So let's just go ahead and do that like that. Hope this will help you. This is 1 undead unguent. And before we bring her ring back, how much did she say was word 6 gold. Let's see how much the Thieves Guild is going to be paying that. Oh, by the way, if you happen to find a ring on your adventures, I lost my favorite gold ring. I will give a reward to one who returns it. If maybe... My brain is working overtime. Nah, mine is not. Thieves Guild. The price for each redfish. Redfish is swordfish, right? Or sounds like it. Let's see, we'll give Boris the ring and see how much we get for it. That ring belongs to the healer. You better give it to her before she gets mad. Okay. So they won't take it. But I'll give myself points for thinking creatively. Oh, thank you for finding my ring and not selling it to the fences. How I've missed this. Here are 6 golds and 2 healing potions for your reward. Lady, this is a working place. You put the reward away and tell her she is welcome as you live to avoid being kissed again. Personal space, lady. Okay, how much gold do we have now? 23 gold. Got a couple of healing potions. Okay. Shall we go to, we could go to the castle. What time is it? And we'll continue this tomorrow. Because it's getting late here. And I'm an old man, I need to go to sleep. Look at that, we are 82 points out of 500. That's I think that's good progress for day 1. Yeah, we have ourselves a bunch of things we can do. Let's cross out the lost ring thingy. I think we can put this as we finished it. No, don't freak out on me, 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 don't freak out on me. Please? Game? Okay. Okay. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll continue this probably tomorrow. Same time, same place, same channel. I'm not going to change it anytime soon. And we'll continue on with our story. So far we've just, you know, we've did what we can do in Spielberg for now, in the town. We talk to the healer. I think next time we'll go to the castle, maybe do some exploring around the city, the forest or whatnot. Just spending this time leveling up our climbing skill, because, you know, this is kind of what you do in the game. Just grind, skill level increases. And how do we practice throwing? Do we need to pick up... I think we can pick up rocks. Pick up a few small rocks. I think we can... I think we can throw them at the bird. See, nothing in the nest. Oh, we didn't actually have to destroy the nest. Let's not destroy the nest. It's a mean thing to do. Pet rocks. Yeah. So now you just sit there and throw rocks. And upgrade your throwing skill. Once you have your throwing skill up a lot, I think you can actually be really good at the knife throwing and can get a lot of money from the thief chief, the chief of the thieves guild. If I remember correctly, but I haven't played this game in like 20 years, so. Alright, let's see, where are we going? Our climbing is at 30, throwing is 22, stealth is at 91. We are so stealthy. Even our intelligence has gone up a little bit. We are doing A-okay. Where did all of our health and stamina go, though? Probably do something about that. Yeah, I'll see you next tomorrow, next day, for more of this gloriousness. Have a fun evening, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye. There's the button. I can click the button.